Field rolls to the back straightaway, ladies and gentlemen. When they make their way around to the front stretch, we want you to rise to your feet, make some noise, and let these drivers know you appreciate the show they put on here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the stars and stars of the Stand On It Classic! Goes to green. Field going to take off into turns 1 and 2. High side working right now for the 82 Shelby Williams. We saw this when he raced his way in through the B main. He's going to come around to try to lead lap number 1. He's got it. Weaver going to run in that second spot. Battle for third on back. They are side by side all the way through the field. Sharzinski down to the bottom side of the speedway, trying to get a run for second. Weaver going to fend him off for the time being. Lunenburg running in the 4th spot. Peyton Taylor in the meantime trying to hold on to 5th. He's got the 18 of Cody Smith lurking to his inside. It will be Taylor holding the position for the time being. Smith running in 6th. Jones, McBurney, Perry, Jeanette, and Blake Clark. That's your top 11. William Garner running in the 12th spot. Keegan Wells rides in 13th. Shelby Williams by just over a half a second leads the way. Battle for second on back still. Side by side between the 8 of Randy Weaver and the 21 CZ of Cole Sarzinski. Separated by just over a 1/10 of a second between second and third. That time race for the 4th spot. Peyton Taylor trying to work to the inside of the 17. Those two have been playing an accordion with each other over the last couple of laps. The gain, the loss, and now the gain for the 17. Taylor back into the clutches of Cody Smith for the time being. Taylor up the racetrack. Smith going to try to turn to the inside. The road blocked a little bit. Nearly took it 3 wide, though. The 92J of Cody Jones right there now lurking to the inside. Not able to keep pace with the 18S as they work down into turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, it is built to nearly a second for Shelby Williams, the 82. Off of the top and down to the bottom over in turns 3 and 4. We'll see where he rides over into turns 1 and 2. About 3/4 of the way up the racing groove, as is the 8W of Randy Weaver. Sharzinski loses some ground to that 3rd spot now. The 17X of Lunenburg running in 4th. Peyton Taylor still running in 5th. Side by side behind them for that 6th spot. McBurney in the 822 at the line, had it by a hair over Cody Smith. Smith running in 7th. Cody Jones, Blake Clark, and Cam Perry right now running at your top 10. Making up a little bit of ground on your leader. He had trailed by nearly a second just a couple of laps ago. Entering more to the middle than bringing it down low through turns 3 and 4. Keep your eye on Randy Weaver. Misses her just a little bit that time over in turns 1 and 2. Thought he's going to attack the concrete for a second. Allows the 21 to close back in on him. Trying to look to the inside for second off of turn number 4. Can't get there. Problems. We've got one in the infield and clear for the racing surface. We stay green. That was a 21. Lee Finewall, the driver that just pulled down to the infield. Unfortunately, his night going to come to an early end. Coming around 12 laps in. Again, 40 the distance. Williams still in command. Misses the line a little bit that time of the exit. Turn number 2. Gets the car back underneath him. Changed in the second position. Sharzinski. He's going to come around to take over in the 21. The AW going to get slipped back to 3rd. And it will be the 17 still running in 4th. Peyton Taylor still running at your top 5. Look out. We got one fine. A banana peel over in turns 3 and 4. Caution. Come on this time. Again, 13 laps completed. Shelby Williams brings it back to green. We'll see if the restart shakes things up here. 3 wide to the back straightaway. A little bit of contact to the back bumper ahead of him. The 18 trying to thread the needle on to the turns 3 and 4. The road blocked, though. Cody Smith all but pushing the 17X off into turns 3 and 4. Wasn't able to get the job done, though. And now Peyton Taylor, he's going to roll the middle through turns 3 and 4, trying to see if he can get up and thread up into the second spot. He is currently 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. The 8 to the outside. They're going to try to sneak by him. Do they go 4 wide? They do. The bottom side's open. The 82 says, thank you very much. The Iowa racer going to move up into the third spot. And now they are all but climbing over each other. In fact, they are hooked off of turn number 4. Look out. The 17's around. Oh, my. The 17. The 18 and the 66. Fires into turn number 4. We go back to green. Nearly 3 wide into turns 1 and 2 for the top spot here. Down to the bottom goes Scherzinski, the 822, right through the middle. It continues to be the 82. Shelby Williams in command. Side by side for a moment for the lead. Now side by side for second once again. Williams through the middle groove. Had to settle the car that time a little bit through turns 3 and 4. Able to hold on to the race lead advantage just over 0.3 of a second. Goes to the outside, hangs the left front high onto the back straightaway. The 822 right there, though. Here comes Jake. The Iowa racer trying to get up and capitalize and pocket 20 grand. They are side by side to the front straightaway. Shelby Williams so far holds them off. McBurney slides her off of the bottom. Scherzinski there to capitalize. Works to the inside. Retakes the second spot. Now here comes Peyton Taylor. Taylor in the 11. Going to go up and lean on that left rear quarter panel. Not getting him out of shape. Just letting him know he's there. Cole Scherzinski down to the inside. Looking for the top spot. They'll drag race it onto the back straightaway. And you will have a new race leader. Cole Scherzinski trying to make his first trip to Arrowhead Speedway a lucrative one. Protects the bottom side of the Speedway. Shelby Williams off of the top now, charging down to the inside, trying to retake the race lead. So far, efforts not fruitful. The 21 CZ leads. Just past the halfway point with 22 in the books. Peyton Taylor, the first driver among the top 5, breaking rank up to the high side once again through turns 1 and 2. Going to take it through the middle of turns 3 and 4, trying to work by the 92 here on the front straightaway. Cody Jones still running it fifth. Taylor running it fourth. McBurney, Williams, and then Scherzinski. They're almost 3 wide. They're definitely side by side. 2 rows deep. Second all the way back to 5th. Still in a tight-knit battle here. As they're battling, though, that's allowing the Denmark, Wisconsin driver the opportunity to begin pulling away. Peyton Taylor with another big run off of the top. Oh, my, the 82's around. Your early race leader, Shelby Williams, around off of the front of the number 92 at Cody Jones. Caution. Restart this time going to be single file, 25 laps in. Peyton Taylor going to jump to the top of the racetrack over in turns 1 and 2. Chargers are onto the back straightway. Finds the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Up on the back bumper, the 822. Everybody chasing, though, the Wisconsin racer. Scherzinski in the 21. Paces onto the back straightaway. Taylor able to run up to the wall in turns 1 and 2 and dive it onto the back straightaway. Brings her a little wide off of turn number 4. Does that open the door for the 37 to Jeffrey Abbey? Not quite. Abbey trying to take over third. Peyton Taylor again with another big run off of the mountain, off of the outside of turn number 2. They go side by side this time into turns 3 and 4. Abbey around the bottom. Taylor around the outside. Peyton now going to fall to the 4th position. Jeffrey Abbey can edge him out of the start-finish line. Taylor again back up top over in turns 1 and 2. Challenge for second now. Here comes Abbey in the 37. Jeffrey Abbey from the 22nd starting spot is going to pass for the runner-up spot with 11 laps to go. Problems befall the 82. Once again, he's going to turn it down into the infield. His night will now come to a close, but we might have a battle in this one. Cole Sharzinski, third to first. The driver sitting in second. Started 22nd on the field, and he is right there knocking on the door. Both drivers going to huddle around the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Sharzinski will have to be perfect here if he wants to pick up $20,000. Takes her just a little wide at the exit of the 4th turn. Meanwhile, they're trying to take it 3 wide. Peyton Taylor now going to get freight train problems on the 11. Slows to the high side of the speedway. We'll see if he's able to clear down into the infield. Top 3 drivers nearly nose to tail this time around to the front straightway. Sharzinski in the 21, Abbey in the 37, McBurney right there as well. Car around over in turns 3 and 4, caution. And the dash to the finish begins now. Field onto the back straightaway. They'll come around the quick-off lap at number 34. Able to control the pace of this one. Bottom side of the racetrack cleaned off. That's where they're going to run at both ends right now. A little further back in the field, got a couple of drivers trying to step up and still try to use that middle groove. They'll tuck it down quick, though, as they come around this time. It continues to be the 21 as we've got 5 remaining. Sharzinski and Abbey starting to pull away from the rest of the running order. A little bit of daylight now showing between the bumpers of 1st and 2nd here. 4 laps to go. Jeffrey Abbey searching around a little bit. Changing up his entry that time just a tick over into turns 1 and 2. We'll see what he does into turns 3 and 4. Running about a car width lower this time. He'll come off right on the back bumper of your race leader. Might be getting something figured out to try to line up here for a late race pass. There it is. He's going to look to the inside. Does he have the run onto the back straightaway? The 21 clears as they work into turns 3 and 4. Things starting to heat up at the front of the field. Sharzinski and Abbey coming around this time. It'll be 2 to go. Saw the daylight last time into turns 1 and 2. The door remains shut this time. White flag coming. Final trip around and $20,000 on the line. Can Cole Sharzinski hold on to it? Into turns 1 and 2. Once again, Jeffrey Abbey trying to close up. Not able to. Your leader going to gap him onto the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag going to drop in the Stand On It Classic, and $20,000 going back to Wisconsin. Cole Sharzinski gets the job done. Jeffrey Abbey crossing in 2nd. Jake McBurney in 3rd. Randy Weaver and Jeremy Russell unofficially your top 5 here tonight. His first trip out of the frozen north is going to net him $20,000. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Denmark, Wisconsin, give him a hand. Cole Sharzinski, your winner of the Stand On It Classic.